Alright guys, so this is actually the third or fourth time I'm trying to make that video because the first it didn't work. Second, what happened second? I don't know. I think I just messed up, and now I'm just. And then the third time was the video was too long. It was 20 minutes, and then yeah, cooked. Just cooked, man. Now I'm trying to keep it very short. But yeah, I'm just gonna recap today's day. Way shorter than it was planned. But yeah, I took 2 trades today and I could have taken many more. But that's our high time frame trend here that I marked out on the 1 hour. Then I was sure that we were gonna break the 50 after we made a higher high here, even though we were in the downtrend. So this means we broke structure, and then we traced on the 50% here, and then I was sure we break it, which we did here. Now new model coming into existence, which is the 50% retracement. I know that's very actually popular, but in combination with my trend channels, I think it's way easier actually. So it's like you know the buys. Okay, buys is bullish. Then you wait for a nice rally, and then you could take just a trade like that. So rule number one is take it below the 50%. Rule number two, stop loss below the last low, or even more, to be honest, because you will see what happens later on the day and take profit at the last high or low. It depends which trend. So yeah, that would have been the next possible trade, but I actually started developing and using the model today afternoon. So that the model is actually very new. But if I would see such a trade tomorrow morning or tomorrow, just I would take that, no question asked. But yeah, so now let's come to the original model here. So we had here some levels here. So you may ask, why didn't you take a trade here? So it's pretty simple actually. I didn't take a trade here because lower time frame trend here was just messed up. Or it just didn't break it. If it would have broken it, I would have taken a trade, but it didn't. So by the way, guys, don't make the mistake to draw out the lower time frame here, from here, lower time frame trend. But from if it's choppy, then obviously the lower time frame trend is going to be bigger. So yeah, we kind of retraced here and broke it. So now a new model comes into play, another model. So that's the third model I'm working on right now. The third model it's called the rejoin model. So what the rejoin model is when price breaks a previous higher time frame or middle time frame trend here, I wait till it breaks it again to the previous trend bias. So for example here, middle time frame trend we were bullish, then we were bearish. However, long-term bias was bullish, and just waited for a break. And then I knew, okay, if it breaks here, this is just a reconstruction, I say, from the previous trend. So as you can see here, it's a perfect trade, right? Just taking a trade here to the next level. Yeah, so that would have been a nice trade, but as I said, these models are in development, so I actually didn't take these trades. So again, we have a nice rally up here. Oops, 50%. Have to adjust that. As you can see here, it perfectly rejects off it. Now, what I saw in this model is that sometimes price likes to retest these 50% levels. So as you can see here, it just went back and retested, and then it went to the next high, or the last high, or this high. And you will see that later again in today's session. But yeah, these are both trades that I didn't take because, as I said, I just saw that and then I thought, okay, wait a second, that actually works. But yeah, just a nice push up here without any big retracements, because that's actually the retracement I'm looking for. Nice rally up, retracement 50%, then goes upwards. Okay, so again, rejoin model. Rejoin model is preferably taken with breakouts like these, not biggest these ones, even though they work. But this is normally what a rejoin model looks like. Just a nice, let's say, liquidity sweep, but without sweeping the lows. No, it didn't sweep it, but sweeping the trend. So it kind of sweeps it, then it goes back into it. This would have been my entry here. Then it retraced. Okay, almost got stopped out, but yeah, I mean, based on experience and data, it tells me that it just isn't very likely to stop me out here. Even though it was very close, but normally just yeah doesn't make any lower lows after the rejoins. But if you want to be extra sure, you obviously can wait for a retracement to be extra safe. But yeah, there was actually also a trade that I didn't take because these models again are very new. And yeah, so that's what that was with gold. I didn't take any trades on gold, but I did take 2 trades on GJ. So we started at 8 a.m. here, but not 8 a.m. New York time, but 8 a.m. Swiss time, or Berlin time, or whatever. It doesn't matter. Yeah, so we had this previous higher time frame or middle time frame trend. That's actually a higher time frame trend here. But again, rejoin model, we broke it. Now you may ask, why didn't take a trade here? Even though I could have, and actually would have been a good trade. So I actually could have taken a trade here, but because we were choppy, and I only like to take trades when the conditions are right, which most of the time they are. But like here, super choppy. Obviously could have taken a trade here to the 50% here, but like I said, no. I'm just gonna be break even if nothing happens. I'm fine with that. So again, rejoin model, it breaks the new trend, which broke the previous trend, which was my original bias. Then it comes back after it breaks it, which means okay, we are actually at the lower limit here, right? Targeting to a nice level here, having the stop loss at the 50% of the previous middle time frame trend. And yeah, that's pretty much how it is. And now we're going to the to the trades that I actually took. So nice rally up here, a lot of volume, nice retracement, 50% touch, break of the lower time frame trend here. Entry, pretty simple entry. Could have been a bit earlier. But yeah, so as you can see here again, it retests the 50%, which caused that my trade was stopped out. Yes, a loss. However, I knew price was going back up, so took a nice trade with a 2.43 RR. I think on my MetaTrader it was a little bit worse, but let's say at least a 2 RR trade. Maybe it was like here, or that's actually 1.75. It doesn't matter to me. I'm a little bit up for the day. But yeah, these are the 2 trades I took. 50% retracement. I think we saw that now like 3 or 4 times today. It looks exactly the same. So even with that model, you would have had plenty of trades, and yeah, most of them would have been winners. And yeah, actually a second trade that I was looking for, but unfortunately, also I have to go to the toilet. So didn't take that trade, and I was too lazy to look at my phone because I actually didn't really think it was gonna break that far, that early. But it broke it. Could have looked something like that, targeting something like this. But as you maybe know from my previous videos, price sometimes likes to reverse at the channels, and at the 50% levels in the channels. So this is what happened, and yeah, these are like the, I don't know what my win rate currently is exactly, but like the last 20, maybe 30%, where just I take a loss because of everything was right, but yeah, sometimes price just decides to reverse at the 50%, stop me out. And yeah, actually there was a trade that I actually like marked up, not took because it's too late for me to trade now, but they're marked out because it's the same setup, and I thought, just do the same shit over and over again, and then you will be profitable. Because yes, that didn't work out. It's a game of possibilities, and the next possibility is very good to be a win. And what did I do? Did exactly that. Would have had a nice 2-point RR. So yeah, that's what it is. Possible trades. I'm just gonna, if everything would have been done correctly, but I'm not the best trader in the world, so, and I have to still like um what is it called? Like trade and gather experience and stuff. So, but like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so we had today we would have had, yeah, I think, yeah, we would have had 3 wins, 2 losses on GJ, which is a lot. And then here 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, so now let's say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so what is actually the win? Would have been the win rate for today if I would have taken every single trade. %66%. Okay, it's not too bad, but also not too good. However, probably my average RR is above 1.5, so probably 1.75. Yeah, probably 1.75. Yeah, which makes me highly profitable. Or it would make me highly profitable if I took every single trade. But yeah, the video is already way too long, so I'm gonna see you guys in the next one.